my 1102 students. Now, I know that we don't have class on Thursday. And I know that because we don't have class on Thursday, we are missing out on some really important class time. Your papers are going to be just around the corner, and I know that you want to know more about figuring out your feedback from your first paper that you just got back. So today what I'm going to do is walk you through how to find that feedback and how to complete your editing assignment. This editing assignment is going to be due Friday, so don't forget to do it. And the video should really walk you through step by step what I'm asking you to do. After you've completed the assignment, I will see you on Tuesday.
So now I'm going to show you how to access your editing assignment. So once you are on the home page, you will go to the folder that we've been working in, which is the Paper 2 Short Story folder. You will enter into the folder and you will scroll all the way down to the bottom. Here you will see the link for the editing assignment for Paper 1. You will open this up and you will see that the editing assignment opens to a journal entry. So here is where you will submit your editing assignments for Paper 1, which is worth 30 points, by Friday, October 9th at 11:59 p.m. You will also see that there is a editing assignment instruction PDF here, so you should be able to access a visual representation of how to complete this assignment and a couple of examples as well. So when you click on that PDF, it will open up into a new document. This document will open up the instructions, and this is the assignment that we will complete for both Paper 1 and also Paper 2 once you have completed Paper 2. Your goal in this assignment is to look at your Paper 1 comments that I have given you and choose 10 different errors to correct in your paper. You can't have any repeats. So if I repeatedly commented on missing commas in your paper, you can only use one of those as an error of your 10 errors. So the first thing that you should do is you should actually look at your paper, and then, which I'm going to show you in a moment, and then look at the list of types of errors that you might see. These are some examples of errors, like unnecessary first person, citation placement error or incorrect format, run-ons, verb tenses, just about everything you could think of that could go wrong in a paper. And then when you scroll down in the rest of this document, you see step-by-step instructions on how to access your paper, which I'm just about to show you, and how to access your comments to complete your editing assignment. At the very end of this document, you will also see a sample entry that shows you how to format this assignment. You want to put Edit 1, the original sentence, the type of error that it is and how to fix it, and then the actual fixed sentence that you would put back into your paper. So I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to complete this assignment. You would go back over to the editing assignment, and I'm going to open up this journal entry in a separate tab. So I would click Open Link into a separate tab. And then I'm going to go into My Grades. Once you are in My Grades, you will want to scroll all the way down until you see Paper 1 Final. Now this Paper 1 Final has a couple of different features. You can actually click on this link to view the paper, you can view the rubric here, and then you can also view My Comments. The best thing for you to do for this assignment is to actually open up the paper by clicking the Paper 1 Final link right here. Once you open this up, you will see a couple of different things. You will first see that it's extremely small, and one way to make this bigger to be able to see it is to hide the course menu and to also click out of this X here right next to Comments and Markups. Comments and Markups is just a list of the individual comments, but once you click out of this, you can see the comments side by side with the paper. You'll see that I have a missing page number and name up here where it should be. And this is a really good way of accessing your comments. You can access your rubric by clicking this little rubric button. And this will give you an overall feedback on the big kind of areas that you were graded for, as well as an overall comment or letter from your professor. Now, this is all well and good in this format, and if you're working at home and you don't have a PDF reader or Adobe Acrobat, this would work just fine. But one of the problems with working in Blackboard to do this assignment is that you have a very difficult time highlighting the actual error and copying and pasting it. So how we circumvent this is we click on the download button and we go to download annotated PDF. And when you download that annotated PDF, I've already downloaded this one a couple of times today. I'm going to save it as my comments and hit save. Now, when you actually click the link to download this paper and you open it up, it's going to automatically open it in the internet, which is going to create an issue. You might not be able to see all of the comments that you would like to be able to see. So the best thing that I can think of to do is wherever you have saved that document, I saved it right to my desktop. You should be able to right click on that desktop icon, go to Open With, and go to Adobe Reader. And when you go to Adobe Reader, it's going to open it up right in Adobe PDF. So when you get it in Adobe PDF, it's probably going to have all of the comments on one side. But when you actually click on the little arrows, the little red flags here, it'll bring up each individual comment. So I could bring up a couple of these if I wanted to look at them, or I could individually look at them. You'll be able to see all of my comments, but you'll also be able to highlight and copy and paste. So here is an example of one of the errors that you could correct. I have two errors that pertain to my heading. The first one is that I have switched the professor and the class, and then the second one is that the date format is not quite MLA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the heading, and I'm going to right click and hit copy, and then I'm going to go back to my journal entry, and I'm going to give my journal entry a title. So this is the paper 1 edits, and I'm going to go error 1, and I'm going to first off give the sample error. And so my sample error is the way that my heading is formatted. We've got, several issues going on with my heading, and I just want to fix it. I want to redeem myself for all those mistakes that I made. So now my heading should be, there's the error. Underneath the error, I'm going to put what type of error it is and how I plan to fix it. So this is a heading error, and I'm going to fix the class and professor as well as the date format. So now that I have written out how I'm going to fix this, I'm just going to fix it. So number C is the actual fix. And so what you can do is you can copy the error and you can paste it right underneath. And then you can go through and just fix it. Like the professor should be second, and then it should be the philosophy class. So this class was actually entitled PHI 3245 the course number. Now our course name would be ENC 1102, and then the course number would be 16283. And then I need to fix my date. So my date reads April 26, 2010, but the format should be 26 April 2010. Now I've actually fixed my error, and that took me just a couple of moments to fix that one error. So then I would go on and I would do error 2. And so error 2, I'm going to go back to my paper. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find one that's a complete sentence, like this one here. In the 1700s, George Berkeley wrote his 3 dialogues in which he lays out his argument for immaterialism. In this sentence, my first error is that the title of the book that he wrote, the 3 dialogues, should be italicized. So I am going to, again, right-click on this, copy, and then I'm going to go to my journal entry, and I'm going to paste the error in. Then I'm going to write down what kind of error it is. So italicize title. Make sure you spell everything correctly. And then I would go to the next point, which would be actually fixing this. If you just paste it right back in again, you're able to just make the change right there in the text. I'm gonna italicize it, and then that sentence or that error is fixed. Once you have done 10 of these, and you can do this in Microsoft Word if you don't feel comfortable doing this directly into Blackboard, you could type this out in Microsoft Word if you wanted to. You can browse and upload that file straight to the journal, and then you would hit Post Entry. And once you hit Post Entry, it's going to give you the 10 errors that you have already fixed, and I should be able to very easily go in and grade these based on what error was it, do you give me the original, and then do you fix it, and do you fix it properly. So each error is worth 3 points. Again, this assignment is due by October 9th at 11:59 p.m. This is this coming Friday. If you have any questions over the week while you are working on this assignment, feel free to shoot me an email and let me know if you need any help. Other than that, I will see you on Tuesday ready to work on our paper 2s.